You didn't waste money. You just got home from work, completely drained. So you opened a food app, ordered something quick, added dessert because why not? I deserve it. Then maybe you scrolled a bit, saw something small, bought it. Nothing crazy, just 15 euros here, 20 euros there. And somehow your salary disappeared again. Not because you're bad with money, but because at 8:47 p.m. your brain is done. You're not thinking about budgets, you're thinking about relief. And here's the part nobody tells you. You don't spend the most when you're happy. You spend the most when you're tired. This isn't a discipline problem. It's what happens when your brain runs out of energy. Say continue, and I'll break down why this keeps happening. Here's what's actually happening. All day your brain is making decisions. Wake up on time or snooze, what to wear, how to respond to messages, work problems, meetings, deadlines, being polite when you don't feel like it. You're constantly choosing, and every single choice drains a little bit of mental energy. By the time you get home, you're not just physically tired, you're mentally empty. This is what psychologists call decision fatigue. But in real life, it just feels like I can't deal with anything right now. And that's the exact moment money disappears, because spending becomes the easiest decision left. Cooking feels like effort. Comparing prices feels like effort. Thinking about your budget feels like effort. So your brain goes, just order something. Just buy it. Make it easy. And here's the dangerous part. Spending doesn't just feel easy. It feels good. You've had a long day. You didn't get much recognition. Maybe work was stressful, maybe even boring. So when you buy something, even small, you get a quick hit of relief, a tiny reward. That's dopamine, not happiness, just a short, this feels better moment. And your brain starts learning, tired equals spend money equals feel better. So the next day, it repeats. This is why you can know you should save money and still not do it, because saving requires energy and spending doesn't. So it's not that you're irresponsible, it's that you're trying to make good financial decisions at the exact moment your brain is least capable of making them. Let me show you what this actually looks like. Meet Luca. He's 26, lives in Milan, works a full-time office job. He makes around 1,900 euros a month after tax. Not bad, right? Now let's look at his life. Rent for a small shared apartment, 750 euros. Transport, 80 euros. Groceries, in theory, 250 euros. So on paper, Luca should be able to save something. But that's not what happens, because Luca doesn't live on paper. He lives on a Tuesday evening after work. He wakes up at 7:30, commutes, works all day, deals with emails, pressure, small annoyances. By 6:30 p.m., he's done. Not lazy, just exhausted. So he gets home and tells himself, I'll cook tonight. But then he sits down for a second, opens his phone, food delivery app, and suddenly, cooking feels like climbing a mountain. So he orders 18 euros. It's not a big deal until it becomes 3 to 4 times a week. That's 250 euros plus a month just on I'm too tired. Then weekends come. He didn't enjoy the week much, so now he wants to feel something. He goes out, grabs drinks, maybe shopping just to relax. Another 100 to 150 euros gone. And here's the thing. None of it feels stupid in the moment. It all feels justified. I worked hard. I deserve this. It's not even that much. But at the end of the month, Luca checks his account, and there's maybe 50 euros left. sometimes less. And he sits there thinking, how am I not saving anything? Because from his perspective, he's not doing anything crazy. No luxury lifestyle, no big purchases, just small things. But those small things are happening at the worst possible time. When he's tired, when his brain wants easy, when spending feels like relief. And that's the trap. It's not one big mistake. It's 30 tiny decisions made when you have zero energy left. And they all point in the same direction, away from saving. So what actually fixes this? Not more discipline, because discipline is strongest in the morning and weakest exactly when you need it most. At night, when you're tired, when money decisions actually happen. So if your whole plan is, I'll just try harder after work, you're already set up to fail. The real shift is this: stop relying on your brain. At the time your brain is the weakest. Instead, you design your life so that tired, you doesn't have to think. Because tired, you will always choose easy. So you make the good choice, the easy one. That's where automation comes in. If money leaves your account automatically before you even see it, there's nothing to decide. No, should I save this month? No internal debate. It's already done. Then there's friction. Right now, spending is too smooth. 2 taps, food arrives. 1 click, money gone. Your brain loves that. So you flip it. You make spending slightly annoying. Not impossible, just slower. Because when you're tired, even small friction is enough to stop a bad decision. And here's why this works. Your brain doesn't actually want the thing you're buying, it wants relief. So if buying becomes even a little bit inconvenient, your brain often just gives up and rests instead. That's the key. You're not fighting yourself, you're redirecting your behavior based on how your brain actually works. So here's what this looks like in real life. Not a perfect system, just one that works even when you're exhausted. First thing, your salary comes in. Immediately, a part of it disappears automatically, 10%, 15%, whatever you can start with, into a separate account you don't touch. Not, I'll save what's left, because there will never be anything left. You save first. So tired, you never has to decide. Second, you create a small delay between you and spending. Delete your card from delivery apps. Yes, seriously. Now, every time you want to order, you have to get up, find your card, type it in. It sounds stupid, but at 9 p.m., that's enough friction to make you think, maybe I'll just eat something at home. Third, the 30-minute rule. Not 30 days, that's too big. Just 30 minutes. Anytime you want to buy something online, you wait, close the app, set a timer. Most of the time, the urge disappears. Because it was never about the item. It was about escaping how you felt in that moment. And finally, have a lazy plan. Because you will be tired. So instead of pretending you'll cook every night, prepare easy fallback options, frozen meals, simple ingredients, things that take 5 minutes, not perfect, just better than €20 delivery. Because if you don't plan for tired you will spend money every single time. You're not broke because you're bad with money. You're broke because every important money decision is happening when you're exhausted, after work, after stress, when your brain just wants relief. And in those moments, spending wins, not because you're weak, because your system is. So this isn't about becoming more disciplined. It's about building a life where you don't need discipline at 9 p.m. Because the truth is simple. You don't need more willpower. You need a system that still works when you're tired,